Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo Ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius Moon, born in the year of the Metal Ram. All the possible Western Sun and Moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in an air sign. Basically motivated by intellectual concepts and social ideals. Recharges energy through social involvement and intellectual stimulation. The Sun in the Signs, Interpretive Guidelines. Sun in Aquarius. Creative energy is directed towards society's welfare and theoretical concepts, especially through innovation. Radiates friendly, people-oriented mental energy, often with a tinge of extremism. Urge to be and to create is colored by freedom, eccentricity, and experimentation. Essentially values humanity and the world of the intellect, with the need to find what's right or true. Expression of individuality can be deterred by self-effacement, over-concentration on duty, or aimless rebellion. The Moon sign and its element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the moon's sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in earth signs. Reacts to changing experiences with steadiness and stability. Feels comfortable with self when being productive and working towards goals. Sign position of the moon. How one reacts based on subconscious predisposition. Moon in Virgo. Reacts with practical adaptation to all stimuli. Responds analytically to all experiences. Needs a sense of order in the environment to feel comfortable. Refines emotional reactions in order to perfect their expression. Serving others and being helpful contribute to positive self-image and help overcome innate tendency toward guilt and self-doubt. Feels secure through analysis of the physical and emotional world, and through making definite, concrete improvements. Need to dissect emotions can inhibit responsiveness. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science, copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Virgo. Apt to want to be considered superior intellectually because of a deep-seated inferiority complex. Reserved in expression, very critical and analytical, not very loving, apt to be cranky and fussy about minor details. If afflicted, bickering can become a mania. Irritation leads to bad health, and this position can give indigestion and bad nerves due to negative emotions caused by the desire to perfect everyone else. Very proper and conservative. Needs to achieve adjustment by detachment and non-criticism of others. Strong desire to serve people, but not enough understanding of the other person's feelings. In a male chart, would attract a quiet, reserved, and shy type of mate. If Moon is afflicted, she would be critical and apt to nag. Sun-Moon Alchemy, the elemental combinations of the Sun sign and the Moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Copyright Charles and Susie Harvey, 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarius in 1994. Each Sun-Moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around. For example, a fire-earth combination refers equally to sun-fire, moon-earth, as it does to sun-earth, moon-fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. Earth-air combinations. This combination produces a productive, rational personality which can be both innovative and efficient. The challenge of being up in the air and down to earth at the same time is that of bringing together abstract thought with the nitty-gritty issues of getting on in the world. These two elements combine easily and make for a clear-headed, objective, and scientific approach. This is the temperament of the practical idealist who observes, thinks, plans a course of action, and then acts. American President John F. Kennedy, with his sun in Gemini and moon in Virgo, is an example of this combination and expresses the lunar instinct to give service to a rational, well-considered ideal in his famous injunction, "Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country." When the sun is in earth and the moon is in air, the conscious, rational impulse is to get to grips with reality, to build, consolidate, and organize with the logical instinct to make one's efforts as humane and far-reaching as possible. There's often a dry sense of humor and a capacity to use language with adroit accuracy. The late American poet Carl Sandburg, sun in Capricorn, moon in Aquarius, had a talent for using colloquialisms, which is characteristic of this combination, and his view of slang expresses this down-to-earth communicative ability. Slang is a language that rolls up its sleeves, spits on its hands, and goes to work. Shadow. The earth-air individual is adept at mastering the mundane world, learning how things work and then applying their knowledge in many different and normally useful ways. They can, however, easily lose touch with the less quantifiable things of life, such as emotions. When this happens, they risk the danger of becoming dry as dust and stuck in the pragmatic, cost-effective, scientific approach. Relationships. This type enjoys communicating and being helpful, and tends to get on well with most people at a practical, social level. They will find predominantly fire and water types either alien or fascinating, but either way, the latter would enable the earth-air person to contact the more mysterious and emotional, irrational parts of their personality. The earth-air individual seeks rational rapport in a relationship, and they're very supportive and adaptable, but they need help in learning how to discover and share their feelings. Male versus female. This is a very androgynous combination, encouraging both the supportive skills associated with natural female roles and the intellectual skills of the male. The following observations about your Sun-Moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William U. Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Virgo. Examiner. Your Virgo moon provides a fundamental sense of obligation, responsibility, and competence. You tend to hold your affections back for big causes and for humanity as a whole, because you are drawn to the conceptual. Your combination is perfect for medicine, social work, or anything where you need to remain objective relative to the suffering, providing services with reason and detachment. While you share being tolerant, thoughtful, and friendly with other Aquarians, you are also very distant. Your objectivity is one of your strong points. While you are sensitive, you're essentially a thinker, and your ability to calmly detach yourself from your surroundings allows you to see things dispassionately. Your powers of scrutiny and insight are matchless. Sadly, a lot of Aquarius Virgos examine themselves and everyone else straight out of existence. Life is mental rather than the heart and soul for you. You favor the rational approach to life, far away from emotional issues. You have a very deep sense of duty. All of those with a moon in Virgo find their greatest fulfillment in working hard. Keeping active with outside projects is essential for you. Psychosomatic issues can result from overwork or overexposure to tense or stressful situations. Form and structure to Aquarian inspiration and idealism come for the Virgo moon. Wonderful creative expressions are possible from some of these individuals because of their intellectual prowess. Gertrude Stein and James Joyce are two examples of Aquarius Virgos. Romance is not your thing in a relationship because your emotional reserve curbs intimacy. You are a faithful, generous, devoted partner on the positive side. Your combination has a lot of people who go through life feeling somewhat disaffected from those around them, but who are bright and creative. Hazy beliefs of superiority might cause you to have a conceited or superior attitude. Avoid insulating yourself behind a barrier of intellectual aloofness and relate to all kinds of people. Because you are so insightful, you may become very critical, uptight, and easily disgruntled when things do not live up to your expectations. Accuracy and precision are your goals, but do not let them dominate you. A more broad-minded and accepting outlook needs developing, or you will undergo a lot of stress. Notes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign, Moon Sign. Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Virgo, your greatest strengths. Mental dexterity, capacity for detailed research, objective reasoning, and critical analysis. Refined aesthetic sense, willingness to help and to do what needs to be done, genuine kindness, and devotion to ideals. Your greatest weaknesses. Tendency to be obsessed with sanity and order. An overcritical, nitpicking attitude to people and relationships, and an assumption that life is about functioning and that emotional conundrums can be solved by a mathematical formula, and in your tendency to take yourself and what you know too seriously. Images for integration. A psychiatrist makes an accurate analysis of a neurotic's symptoms and then works patiently, devotedly, consistently to facilitate the patient's return to health. Aliens extract human genes to breed and rebuild the human race on a planet of superior design.